Hello, Timmy, and welcome back to some Focus 2Z, the series where we look at focuses nobody really does in Hoi 4 because there's better ones to do. Sometimes we find ourselves a diamond in the rough, and then majority of the time we are just in the rough. Hey, but it doesn't mean there is not fun to be had in the little focuses that we do come across. But just after playing Latvia, funnily enough, the next country on our list is right next to it. It's Lithuania. And the problem is with the Baltics is that they have a whole bunch of shared content, and obviously the shared content is the stuff you usually don't do because they do have specific maps just for themselves. And with Estonia, we did the Estonian Belarus SSR. As Latvia, we did the Latvian Belarus SSR, but not on purpose. And I guess it's only for Lithuania, we also do the Lithuanian Belarus. Okay, we're not doing that. But what we will do is turn historical AI focuses off, because I feel like it's time for a bit of chaos. So as Latvia, we aligned with the Germans. As Estonia, we aligned with the Soviets. As Lithuania, we're going to align with nobody. I mean, hey, originally I was just going to go ahead and do the worst focus, in my opinion, which was just simply going down the democratic focus and joining the Allies. If you kind of just look at it, if you go down beyond the Baltic right there, you get yourself guarantees from the UK, and then you join the Allies. And that's it. That's all you can do. So instead, I think what I want to do is formalize the Baltic Entente, which gives us a little bit of extra stuff to do down here. But to get ourselves over here, we do need to restore public elections. So we need to go over to reconvene the Simon and then exile Voldemort. Now I am kind of hoping, because we are having our historical focuses off game, that maybe I'll cut a bit of slack in terms of the Germans invading me or the Soviets, because that's kind of the situation we're probably going to end up in. Yeah, I also really need to worry about what Latvia and Estonia are going to end up doing as well, because they could go absolutely rogue today. Oh god, yeah, in fact even Poland can go rogue. You know, I might have just created more enemies for myself doing this. Okay, so to get down to restoring public elections, there's a lot of stuff we need to actually get going. Yeah, we need to get peasant reform, and then one of these focuses right here, I think we'll go strength in unity, and then a reminder of the true enemy. So yeah, we've got a lot to do. And on top of that, I'm not even entirely sure that both the AI up here may end up accepting what I'm about to propose to them. Hey, already we got some interesting things happening. It looks like the Yugoslavias are actually turning into multiple Slavias and releasing everyone inside of them. Germans did German Empire, and I'm pretty sure they're not going they're not going democratic. They're bringing the Kaiser back. Norway's also gone communist. I'm not too sure if that's going to be great for us, and it looks like the Soviets are sticking it out, at least for they've got Ethiopia in their faction. Oh, also, Japan has gone communist. It's hard to tell, but they have. Yeah, what I'm really worried about, though, is Estonia is currently, this could be a problem, a big old problem. Oh, I sent a peace offer to Poland from my focus tree. They did accept it. Oh, okay, interestingly enough, this now gives us a conquer on them and unlocks the Soviet Mutual Assistance tree part over here, which is very odd. Yeah, I didn't really particularly want to be over here. But maybe the Soviets will actually accept our partition of Poland and they'll come in with us. I mean, I haven't got an event or anything for the Soviets say anything back, so I guess they just also left me on red. Okay, now we just need to go all the way down these focuses over here. We can finally restore public elections and then do the Baltic Entente, but I don't think it's going to be too promising. Oh, okay, that might be why the Soviets never responded. I think they may have been a little bit busy. All right, that's a good thing about non-historical. 1938. Already got a scroll bar on the damn war screen here. Oh, okay, so do I hate the Soviets more or the Germans? I'm gonna be realistic. I'd like the forts on both areas, but I guess the ones on the Soviets give us more forts, so we'll do that. Okay, now to do restore public elections, we just need 30% support for the LKDP, which we have 28% of right now. There you go. I'll just try banning that, and that'll put us right up to it. We can restore public elections and finally do something. Things may have just gotten really complicated in this Estonian little fight up here, because they just did the Estonian-Finland League, and Finland actually accepted. Oh, this ain't good. This really ain't good. Okay, I just realized it was the Estonian-Finland League that got the option for that. They rejected. and so did Latvia, which means I wouldn't be able to wait. I guess we're going to have to do this the old-fashioned way. And I have no idea how the hell I'm supposed to deal with the Estonian-Finland League. I need them to be able to form my formidable nation, but there's no way I'm going to be able to get naval supremacy to land over there. You know, I guess we will just start by taking out the other Estonia, and then if I declare on them at the exact same time, I will figure this out. Okay, so all I need to do is control all the Baltic states, which is good, and then I can form the Baltics and get all this court, so we'll have a whole bunch more to work with. But actually getting a capitulation on Finland now is going to be a bit difficult. Okay, boom. That does make our entire Baltic Entente just completely void, and I can't even do this now. I need to be a faction leader. Oh, I do have naval supremacy somehow in the Gulf of Finland. I'm assuming they don't have their navy out because they do have boats. So if I get the tech, I could get a landing going. Wait a second, I've still got a goal on Poland, and I have the opportunity to reform the Commonwealth. Sure, I did just lose Mamel, but I could get that back at a later date. I haven't been looking around. Oh, interesting. The Soviets just went in on them. I guess it's time to set the invasion to go. Yeah, well, that actually helped quite a bit. Okay, there goes Finland. That wasn't too much of a problem with the help of the Soviets taking all their troops off my border. And then I got an invitation to the Czech Entente, which could be a bit of a saving grace here for us. Yeah, you see, the issue is that I need to be a faction leader. Currently, I can't become one because everyone said no to me actually doing the Baltic Entente. But the only check for us to continue down and get these other couple focuses that we have over here is just being a faction leader. So maybe we can sneak it out of the checks here. Now, the annoying thing is, I was going to turn around and go in on Poland now, but they are guaranteed by the French and the Russians for whatever darn reason, so we're going to have to put that on the back burner for now. It doesn't matter too much anyway, because the Germans just stole the Polish land before I could anyway. Also, I love the fact that it looks like we got a giant alliance here, but if you actually just look at the map, no, we don't. It's just all the Yugoslavias. Okay, now the real issue with taking over this faction is I'm somehow going to have to squeeze out 1 million manpower. I'm not too sure that's going to be possible. Yeah, I'm already at the service by requirement, and if I do get like the collab up, the compliance up on Finland enough, I could squeeze out a bit more, but it's gonna be tight. Oh, okay. I mean, I guess you both have a affinity for Wales up there. Honestly, I think the shout here might be going in on the Soviets. They're already fighting pretty much everyone anyway, and it ain't looking too good for them, so I think we're just gonna go ahead and pivot over there. Well, this ain't exactly gonna be great to start off with, I reckon, but I might as well call all my friends in while we're at it. It also lets us go up on our conscription just one more level. The play was just assuming the Russians would be so weak I could just walk around them. And that appears to be the case so far. Okay, they capitulated very quickly. We're going to have to be a little bit picky with land we got here, because there is not a lot of points to go around. And I've got the third amount of points here after the UK and the SSR. Right, there you go. Moved the border a bit further east, which is good. Once we get compliance up, we'll actually have a bit more manpower to work with over there. And I might even just turn around and go in on the Soviets if I can. It would require me leaving the Czech Entente, but for now we need to wait anyway to, secure this new land we stole. We may not have to do anything after all. Looks like the Central Powers, because Poland did just join Germany, are just gonna go in anyway. Yeah, these factions are absolutely all over the shop though. We've got the Northern International, that is Italy, Norway, Brazil, and they're currently fighting the UK and the Soviets. Wait a second, how did you get in the Northern International? The annoying part is I'm just democratic, so I'm kind of just watching on the sidelines as all this really happens. I can't get involved too much, aside from people who actually raise world tension, so I could go in on the Central Powers, which I might end up doing. Yeah, I definitely need to build up more, though, because it looks like they're going straight into a completely undefended Soviet Union right now. It says they got 197 troops, but that's coming off of being stuck over in Central Asia in a civil war for the past, like, 5 years. Okay, shut the front door for 1 second. Italy just flipped, and they're now in our faction, and they are fighting... Who? How? What is going on? Also, the other Italy? Where? What? Yeah, I ain't even gonna question it, but I guess welcome to the team Italy. France just got liberated for a second there just to get invaded by the Germans. Oh! We just made a big new friend. Oh, God. That's not looking too good. Okay, well, you know, I'm not a big fan of this at all. There's actually nothing I can do right now. I've got 10,000 manpower and like 224 unit stacks. I can't man this whole front on my own. Yeah, now the compliance is going up in these states. As soon as I get Finland up to, I think, like 80%, we'll start getting manpower trickling from there, but it's still gonna be a while. Ooh. Yeah, that's probably not good for us, I reckon. So I think we might just bite the bullet here. I got so many of my allied troops just in Europe now because I have the goal on Poland already, so the AI thinks we're about to go in at any second. I'm pulling the trigger. Then I'm going to have to very quickly go to scraping the barrel. Okay, no way. Germany hasn't actually joined in, so technically if I just rush Poland right now and capitulate, then we'll get ourselves a peace deal. Ain't no damn way we are getting Poland for free right now. This is so glitched. Okay, we're not actually getting a peace conference right now, despite the fact we only need to capitulate the Polish because it still wants us to capitulate the Germans, who were not even fighting. Only thing I can think of is maybe because Ethiopia hasn't capitulated, that is considered another major power, because I don't get it when I hover over Romania. So maybe if the allies down there actually capitulate them, we'll find out. Never mind. The peace deal just fired. Okay, that's absolutely cursed. We can't even get all of Poland. It's not like we could do the Poland-Lithuania Commonwealth anyway, because we need to get 80% compliance in the states, which it just ain't happening. But the whole important thing was we just no longer have to deal with that giant front. Now we can just focus on the Germans directly. I mean, we still literally have no manpower. We've got up to 30k more. I'm sure I lost more taking this Polish land than it was worth. Oh yeah, I also imagine a lot of German troops just kind of got trapped over in the Soviets over there as well. So that's good for us. It means that a lot of Germany should be completely empty. So in we go. Norway joined the Asian Communist Solidarity. What the hell happened in Norway? Why? What happened to the other guy? Okay, once again, not really getting my fair share in the peace conference, which... That's fucked. Okay, I won't lie. We're just kind of inching forward every time we get into a fight here. But, you know, the borders are moving. Yeah, but the manpower just it ain't moving too much every time we do this. In fact, usually it just goes down. Hey, hold on a second. I just realized, why's the German Empire still here? Did they just change their government? They just changed their damn government. All right, we're going in on the Spanish Commune next, simply for the fact that what else am I going to do here? Yeah, plus, if I go up peace at any point, I start getting protests to demobilize from scraping the barrel. So we kind of need to keep this war economy going. Yeah, it's not exactly pretty what we did to Spain, but it had to be done. Yeah, in fact, I think I'm just going to go ahead, release them as a puppet now, and steal some manpower from them if they've got any at all to steal. Oh, well, it took all of 3 seconds for Germany to start another major catastrophe in the world. They literally just invaded Belgium, and that's great. Okay. Why? It doesn't really matter either way, because my best friend, Presidente Roosevelt, also just declared on the UK moments before this happened. This also comes with the added bonus of once again having to go into the Soviet Union. Okay, there you go. I now have Russia. I mean, I don't have it. I doubt I'm going to get it in the peace conference looking at that 7% participation, but hey, it looks good on the map for now. Okay, now all we need to do is take out the UK and we shall be at peace for the, how many times have we fought this game? Okay, got the landing, no problem, even though my general decided halfway across the damn sea that he's sick and can't partake. He's feeling better now, but, you know, we got the landing anyway. Okay. Okay, looks like we actually do have a few points, but so does everybody else. I think I'm just going to focus on the Soviets. It doesn't matter if we take the UK and stuff, because yeah, we can only make supervised states as we are a democratic nation. Okay, it's definitely not what I would call perfect, but it is pretty good almost to look at. Yeah, the issue with our peace conference, because obviously everybody in it was democratic, all my democratic allies just wanted to release every nation plausible, which they did manage to do. They also, because the UK was already democratic, just made them democratic again. So yeah, the UK, still just the UK. They just lost their empire. It is no more. Okay, hold on a second. They just joined Pakistan's faction. Apparently, I was fighting them, and we're just immediately back up. You know what? No, this ain't even too bad. I get a double peace conference, essentially, from this. Oh, we just left, but I guess we're coming back to teach you this lesson a second time. Okay, they have been taught a lesson again. I'll do a smart thing as well. I'll release them so we actually get them as a puppet. By the way, you can get puppets as democratic nations. You just need to not do it for the peace conference. So there you go. We are capable of having a useful puppet, not just a supervised state that breaks free. What is happening now? Why the Dutch? What have you been doing the whole game? Oh my god, can I have a break? Also, there goes what was left of the Polish state. Okay, well, after many years of flip-flopping back and forward constantly, we have peace, and also just a gigantic nation. Okay, and finally, we can take over the damn faction. I just have to conscript the entirety of the UK, but don't need those guys anymore. Look at all that manpower. I'm gonna have to be locked out of my entire focus tree for this entire time. I can now continue. Not that there's even anything worthwhile for us to do. There's a few really good economy buffs that would have been helpful earlier, but other than that, what's the point? Actually, this would have been so damn nice. Yeah, I'm only just clocking on how overpowered this damn thing is. So obviously at the start, you get the minus 10% consumer factories on the factory output, then you get an extra 5% there, and then a recruitable population factor of 30% there. Now, when you do this, it all gets combined together. You get yourself all of the stuff in one. More factory output, and 20% minus goods. That's very good, but it doesn't end there, because obviously you get the choice between Baltic unification, which we've already done, so you don't have to worry about doing that, and then staying united but separate, which there's no check if you've formed the damn thing, so you can then get on top of this massive buff right here an extra 10%. It's insane. I just can't believe I have to wait until the end of the game to be able to do this. This is absolutely just ginormous. You can get minus 30% consumer good factories, an extra 20% factory output, and then the training time, which doesn't matter, but also the recruitable population factor. Yeah. Obviously, this relies on the guys actually saying no to you forming the Baltic Entente, but even if they don't, if you still just got to proposing the Baltic Union, that's still an absolutely ginormous damn buff you're getting right there. And then if you have to do Baltic unifications, you get all the Baltics, but still very, very powerful. Okay, there you go. Final focus done. Look at that modifier. That is absolutely insane. I love it. That's perfect. I mean, it's a bit of a faff to get it, considering you obviously need them to say no, and then you get the war goals to go in, and then you have to somehow get in charge of a faction, which I'm assuming could be easier done, but it's still pretty hard. But holy moly, would it be worth it if you could get it done in time? But that's the Baltic Entente. That was actually a really surprising find there. This is insane path, just for that focus path right there, which, again, very finicky to get, but if you do somehow pull it off, oh my god, is it powerful. I mean, if you could somehow, like, get it topped off with, like, an early justification on Poland or something, can you actually, you know, somehow get up to 8% compliance and get yourself all the cores on the Polish land as well? That'd be even more insane, I imagine. Yeah, but you know, either way, Lithuania and the Baltic Entente, I say Lithuania, I think all of them can do this path, but yeah, they're very powerful, very powerful path. I thought it'd be pretty terrible, but I guess I didn't really just look at how these all added up once you get down there. Plus, on top of that, I was planning to go Baltic unification, but that is a completely just a moot area right there if you click the decision to form it instead, which we did, and now we just got this insane little spirit up here. Hey, but you know what? That is enough gushing over our Lithuania game. It went pretty well. Pure chaos as usual on non-historical, but make sure you leave a like and subscribe down below. And I'm sure there are going to be plenty more we find that are going to surprise us in this damn game.